Eating with Healthy Columbus. Today we are focusing on healthy lunches. These can be for school, these can be for work. By now the kids have been in school for a few weeks. You know, sometimes it just feels like a race to the end to get yourself ready for the next day, and you don't want to have to worry about lunches for both the kiddos and yourself, because obviously back to school means back to you and everybody's getting in new healthy habits. So with us we have, once again, registered dietitian Ashley Harris and our exercise specialist Pat Schick, who helps us run our employee fitness center. I will say that Pat might have some interesting things to add in, as he is always packing his lunch. Our fitness center is lots of things, but the one thing we were missing is a kitchen. So sometimes Pat has to get creative about what he's packing for lunch, because microwaves, refrigerators aren't always super convenient for him.
Cool. Well, we can start there. I use a lunchbox just because it's easy to put a cold pack something to keep your entire day's worth of food cold. And what I was telling Ashley a couple days ago is you can turn just about anything into a sandwich or a wrap or really anything. Take what your normal meal was, put it in a wrap, keep it cold, boom.
Yep.
You don't need a microwave. So.
And that's actually an interesting point. You talked about ice packs. You can also use food as an ice pack. So, and I'll talk about this, a little plug for our healthy breakfast on the go items that you can use for a lunch item as well. Something like freezing that smoothie, that could work as an ice pack. Or if your kids eat those little yogurt things, or even you can freeze peanut butter sandwiches. People don't realize that. That's a great thing to just have a few in the freezer ready to go, but you could use that as an ice pack.
Yep.
So you can always use different food items too.
Yeah, if I'm
Juice
eating
boxes.
tuna, I'll put frozen peas in right before I leave. That
Nice.
keeps your tuna cold.
Smart.
So.
That's really smart, yeah. Cool. So today I just wanted to talk about some healthy lunch ideas, quick lunch ideas, and what I realized, which is what I'm sure most of you have realized when I got started, this is really hard to do. It depends so much. It depends on your kid. Is your kid a picky eater? Is your kid an adventurous eater? Does your kid not going to eat? It depends on his school. So is he going to have a fridge? Is she going to have a microwave? So there's a lot that plays into it. And now we have either different regulations. So some schools require, you to have a protein, a dairy, a vegetable, a carbohydrate. Some schools you can't have peanuts. So there's a lot that goes into it. It's not as simple as it used to be. But I just wanted to just share some different ideas with you guys.
Thanks, and I'm going to take that time to mention too, while we're prepping, and we often say we put so much care and time and effort into making sure our loved ones are taken care of, that our own health, our own healthy choices sometimes fall by the wayside. So as you're making sure you're sending Tommy off to school with a healthy lunch, make sure you're putting something aside for yourself too. So not only does this give you a chance to eat healthfully, but Tommy sees you modeling and sees you eating healthy foods, and hopefully, knock on wood, he might be more likely to try something new too.
Absolutely. And honestly, with everything here, you could take this too. You could pack a lunch for your kid, you could pack the same lunch for you. Unless you have a kid that only eats peanut butter sandwiches and you don't want those every single day. So, but yeah, all of these things are pretty versatile, and some of these things that I've used is leftovers. Like Pat was talking about, you can throw them in wraps, or I cut up some sweet potato here that we'd eaten the night before as a little side. So there's a lot that you can do to kind of cover all your bases with this. So a couple things that I like to talk about first to keep in mind when you're doing this. Make it easy for yourself. Keep all of your little supplies, be it the lunchbox. I like to tell people to just keep a drawer. This might be my lunchbox central. It's the cups, it's the little lunch boxes, baggies that you might need, a Sharpie to write the dates on bags, anything you might need. Keep it all in that drawer so you're not running all over the kitchen.
Kind of along that lines, I've seen some people kind of stock their fridge and their deli drawer or something with little bins, and there's cheese sticks or fruit and whatever. It's a little system where if your child's old enough, you can pick whatever you want your lunch. You just gotta have something from every bin.
I love that. And that's kind of what I've done here. I have just some different ideas of sides that you could throw in. And honestly, that's what I would recommend even for the adults. Wash these on a Sunday, get it washed, ready to go. So when you're making your lunch, you're just throwing in a couple different things to make it look colorful and nice.
So how do you feel about washing some of the fruits and vegetables like berries or things that tend to... That's where I get cut up sometimes. My fridge looks beautiful on a Sunday, But
If you're
it just,
just,
if
yeah.
I cut it up and eat it, I'm less likely to throw it in the bag. But
Exactly.
I
So-
don't want it to break down in the fridge.
So exactly. So something like berries and tomatoes, technically you're supposed to wash it right before you use it. If you wash it, let it dry. You know, I put it out on a paper towel, let it dry, package it up. It should last you for the week. And if we're talking, you're gonna pitch your thing of moldy blueberries because you never got around to washing them and eating them, versus, oh, these are washed and ready to go. Maybe it's not even lunch. You come home, you open the fridge, there's something there you can pop into your mouth. So I say make it easy on yourself. Life is hard enough, make it easy on yourself. The other component then of making it easy on yourself, talk to your kid. You know, find out what they like, what they don't like. If you have a picky eater, there is no point in sending different lunches and trying things. He's gonna pitch it out or it's gonna get brought home. So honestly, you know, if your kid will only eat peanut butter sandwiches and that's it, you could try, and I have some different takes on the peanut butter sandwich. If that doesn't work, pack the kid a peanut butter sandwich. Try though to get some different fun things in on the side. You could get creative there. I also like to get the kid involved. So let them go to the grocery store with you and let them pick out something for the week. So we have here Moondrop. Moondrop grapes, which the boys have been commenting what they look like, but a kid might find this really fun. You know, and they taste just like grapes. So let them do some different fun things with their lunch. So other ideas that I have, if you know your kid might not just be that peanut butter sandwich eater and you can expand a little bit. The first here, this is my different take on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I used a wrap, just like Pat said, you know, you can throw anything in a wrap, but I put some sun butter, and this is sun butter here. This tastes similar in tasting consistency to peanut butter. It's a great alternative though for schools that don't allow peanut butter or peanut products in the classroom. Almond butter, cashew butter, all of those work as
We did a
well.
little taste testing in the Healthy Columbus kitchen, and it is very, very close to peanut butter and actually very tasty.
Yes. And then if your kid's up for it, I just sliced some strawberries. So instead of strawberry jelly, I threw some strawberries in here. It's less sugar, it's gonna be more fiber, closer to the whole fruit. Hopefully your kid will eat it. If not, you put some jelly on there and you call it a day. So,
Or honey, you could try honey on it.
you could try honey on it.
They're not into the jelly and the fruit and.
Absolutely, and that's what it's about, is getting creative and get your kid involved.
Yeah.
Let them maybe pick, maybe let them, if they're old enough, kind of help you if you're doing some of this in advance, because all of this stuff can be prepped in advance. I was talking those peanut butter sandwiches, those can go in the freezer. You know, you could keep a couple in the fridge for just backup if, oh no, I don't have anything, you throw it in here. Another thing that I alluded to at the beginning, these are, and here's a little plug, we did a healthy breakfast on the go video. You missed it, Pat, I'm sorry. This is a smoothie, this is overnight oatmeal. These are little take and bake egg muffins that you can freeze. You know, you could do that for a kid's lunch. If you don't have stuff and you don't have time, send them off with that and they may love it. So another thing I wanted to talk about was this little bento box thing. And this is a great little idea. I love it, whatever you're packing, if it's the pinwheels, you know, sandwiches, kebabs, or you can just do a little nibble pack. So I have cut up apples and peppers and carrots to make it colorful. I threw this in here. This is a little Justin's peanut butter. So this is a single serving size. Again, no peanuts, it's not gonna go everywhere. To be cheaper though, you could buy some almond butter or sun butter and put it in this little container.
Well, you're a big fan of those little Jif to-go things and stuff.
I am. I love the little Jif to-go things. I recommend the Jif to-go naturals. They don't have any trans fats. They taste the same as Jif. You've tried them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you've eaten a lot of them out of my
Wow.
office. I feel, yeah. I feel like. So they taste the exact same, but it's no trans fats for the kids. And if peanut butter is allowed in your school, it's a great option. Here I just put a little hummus that they could dip stuff in. There's some crackers, and if you're gonna do crackers, get, you know, these are rice thins, multi-seed, whole grain, you know, get these good nutrient-packed crackers. Don't throw like
They look good.
saltines. Yeah, they're really tasty.
Cheez-Its.
Put some, no. I was like, yeah, no. Some cheese chunks in here, some little avocado slices. So keep it different. You know, my little nephew loves variety, and we talk about combinations. And so if your kid's into that, you know, you could definitely do that.
So the bottom of this, I'm sorry, does that say blue ice? Is this a freezer pack?
This is a freezer pack.
Wow.
So this is a freezer pack. There's lots of options when it comes to this. If you're someone that's not into the plastics, there's some great things online. You can get, you know, aluminum ones. There's all sorts of options for these little boxes out there right now, and they're fun and they're colorful. And finally, the other things that I just wanted to mention was this stuff. You know, what is this stuff? These are just fun combinations. You know, I say whatever you're putting in there, sandwich, pizza, wrap, do some fun little sides, make it interesting for your kid, make it colorful. So this is a little Greek yogurt. I just used the plain, drizzled it with honey. This is a fun little nut mix. It has granola chunks, little dark chocolate chunks, nuts. That's kind of like a treat for your kid too. It's a little dessert they could have. Or
I'm kind of snacking on that.
although, I'm glad you said that. We've also been snacking, we noticed during these shoots, on fruits and vegetables. You know, we're munching on these peppers, we're munching on these moon grapes, which are really good, moondrop grapes. It exemplifies when you have the healthy food out, that's what you eat. So
Yeah.
doing that with your kids, all these are great after school snacks. You know, you come home, just have it out. You're gonna just kind of be munching on that. If you had the Cheez-Its out or, you know, M&M's out, that's what you're gonna go for,
You know,
chips.
if you've got that candy jar on your desk at work or in the reception area, you know, maybe consider bringing in some of the healthier items
Yeah.
and sharing.
If you have a bowl of grapes on your desk and you eat that whole bowl throughout the day, that's a lot better than, you know, a bowl full of Reese's or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
So yeah. I also have fruit. You know, you can do fruit standalone. You can do fruit with the yogurt. Peppers, snow peas. Kids love snow peas. They're kind of, they crunch. They have a good taste. Again, you could dip it in that dip. You could actually, you know, dip it in the sweet
Sure.
dip. You could dip it in hummus. Just get creative.
The thing that caught me as we were prepping for this and you started cutting up these banana and apple slices,
Yep.
you mentioned that kids and probably people in general
Yeah, all of us.
less likely to eat the whole pieces of fruit as opposed to when things are bite-sized.
Yep, so we think, you know, we throw an apple in there, we throw a banana for the kids, they're much less likely to actually open it and eat it. So I just say cut it up, make it finger food friendly. Again, even for us, it's just easy to kind of pop in our mouth. With the apple slices, you can always drizzle some lemon juice on there just so it doesn't brown up. Same with the avocado, if your kid's picky like that.
I was just gonna ask what you suggest for that.
Yeah, lemon drizzled on there. And then these sweet potato chunks, I kind of talked about how you can do leftovers. Again, that could be leftover broccoli or asparagus. If your kid's gonna eat it, great. And then they could dip it in hummus. They could dip it in the blue cheese dip. You could drizzle a little like maple syrup on there maybe and make it kind of the sweet treat. So there's just a lot you can do. So I think though the main thing is keep it easy for yourself. Keep your things together, you know, wash and prep things, don't overthink it. And then the other most important thing is get your kid involved. Find out what they like, listen to what they like, let them pick out some things, and good luck.